Hi folks, how are you? We finally get to do this. I was just telling the guys on the field, I didn't know if tonight was ever going to happen. This is amazing. I'll talk about that a little bit more later on in the show. But welcome to our debut show for the year. I'm Andy Kolodziejczyk, the director of the Marching Spartans. It has been a most unusual year, as you know. Firstly, I want to thank all of you for your support of the Marching Spartans and your trust of our staff. That means so much to us, the fact that you felt comfortable enough to let your kids be involved in this activity and know how important it is to them in our community. So I really appreciate that. But at this point, I would like to introduce Mr. Pritchard, the president of the WVW Band Parents Association, to say a few words about our most important support group.
Thank you, Mr. K. I'd like to thank Mr. K, the staff, and all the kids for all their hard work. I'd like to thank Mr. K and the staff for taking care of our kids and giving them the opportunity to at least try to do something a little bit normal. Welcome. If you don't know me, my name is Paul Pritchard. I'm the president of the Band Parents Organization. This is Brian Wolf, he's our vice president. Paul Gardner, our second vice president. Stacy Miller, our secretary. And Susan Root, our treasurer. As you know, we're here to support Mr. K and the music program here. Usually our biggest way we raise money is through the concession stand. That's obviously not going to happen this year. So we have a couple of fundraisers in the packet. The kids will get a packet at the end of this. Has all important papers for the band parents. The most important form in there is the contact form so that we can get in touch with you and let you know what's going on. Also sign up for our Facebook page. A lot of information is passed on that way. So check out those. Make sure you get a copy of that packet. Inside there are our fundraisers that we're running now. We're running 2 fundraisers for the trip. We don't even know if we're going to have a trip, but we're planning for it. That's how we're doing this whole year. We're planning, and if we have to adjust, make changes to our plans, that's what we're going to do. We're going to try to do as much as we can for these kids because they deserve it.
That's it.
So please support what 2 fundraisers we're going to have. There's a candy bars, as always, meat sticks, like beef jerky sticks. That's what we're selling for them to raise money for the trip. Fingers crossed we'll have one in the springtime. The other ones are a clothing sale and the lottery for the band parents so that we can buy equipment upgrades and stuff like that. So please check out your packets and support the band. Thank you. Next, I'd like to introduce Jess Paluski, the band president for this year.
Can you see, though? Can you see the people?
Hello? Okay. First off, I would like to thank everyone for coming tonight. I'm really happy to see you all here, even under these circumstances. So I would like to introduce my fellow representatives. I first have Rylan Milton as our first rep.
I know her!
And then we have our John McLaughlin, our treasurer. And then we have our secretary and my good friend Amelia Bavada. And then last but not least, we have our vice president, Adam Cavallari. So I would like to just say that we as an ensemble have worked tirelessly these past 2 months to put this show together. And there have been weeks where we weren't sure what was going to happen at all. But although we don't know what the future may hold, we performed tonight with all of our hearts. And if no one else sees our show, we're really happy to perform it for you. Working alongside my peers, we've grown so much since the beginning. Not only the beginning of this season, but the past 3 years. We've gained and lost members, yet we stand here strong, even during a pandemic. I am very honored to represent this group of individuals. They have been nothing but responsible as they have musically and visually excelled. And of course, my hardworking classmates and I could not have done this without the staff. They are amazing people who always push us to do our best, just as our friends and family do. And we would not be here for you, the band parents. From volunteering your time at our stands to pitching in thousands of dollars on equipment, you guys support us in so many ways. But without the combination of our determined students, our committed staff, and loving band parents, we wouldn't have this show. So with no further delay, I hope you're ready to hear our fight song, and thank you so much for coming.
For those of you with children in the band, please get involved in our band parents group. The reality is that without the financial assistance that this group gives, we just don't happen. That's the reality of it. Not everybody needs to be an officer, but we do need you. The reality is that we can't happen without you. So please, if you can, in any small way, please get involved with our support group. Again, as Jesse said, we have, and Mr. Pritchard, we have a great staff, and I'd like to introduce you to them. First, check two, there we go. Our assistant band director, show designer, and visual coordinator, Mr. Jeff Crawford. Last I saw him, he was over in the end zone someplace over there. Give a wave. He's meandering. Our color guard advisor, Ms. Chelsea Margalis. Up on the hill here in the center, our front ensemble director and our high school chorus director, Mr. Justin Davis. Mr. Andrew Falls served us as our drumline tech this year. And Caroline Keeler, who served as visual tech and just helped me keep organized and our performers safe all throughout the summer. Could not have done it without her. Let's give her a hand, please. Additionally, I would like to throw out a thank you to the Skyliners Drum and Bugle Corps for allowing us to borrow equipment, as they always do. That makes our show and camp run so much smoother. But about our show, as I said earlier, this has been a difficult time for everyone, globally. There are many times since March that we all doubt this show would even happen. We have run every rehearsal, every meeting, every performance, like this might be our very last time together. It has made us all very aware of this moment. And living our lives in the present, we have been unable to make reasonable plans for the future. Our show takes us on an exploration of this moment, with the antagonist virus entering our hopeful lives in the second movement. In the third movement, we realize that it takes everyone to survive a global pandemic. My mask was slipping. I didn't want to get aerosols on you. I project. That it takes everyone to survive a global pandemic, and that this is not a Plymouth problem or an American problem, but a planet Earth problem. Finally, though, it lies with our own individual choices of whether or not we will choose to fight every day. Our closing song reminds us that I still got a lot of fight left in me. Thank you for your support this year. Thank you for your willingness to fight the good fight. Please enjoy our show entitled, This Moment. And so, now, under the field direction of drum majors Kay Johnson and Jonathan Lance, I present the 2021 Marching Spartan Band. What do you think? The 2021 Marching Spartans. Thank you for so much for coming. We have no idea what the future holds for us. We're hoping the possibility of a couple football games. I'll be sending out a reminder about that tomorrow. We'll see what happens. We're hoping to get a couple public performances in. We'll see what happens. But again, as Jesse said, if this is it, this was awesome. Thank you so much for sharing this day with us. Thank you.